In this week's Health and Wellness, Megan Gilroy continues her conversation with shamanic practitioner Susan Flowers.
At some point in our life, we all experience fear, illness, loss, and anxiety. Susan Feathers of Fearless Flame Healing Arts is a shamanic practitioner and compassionate healer who helps accelerate healing through shamanic arts, ritual, and ceremony. And today we are talking to dispel and demystify what goes on during a shamanic healing session. So thank you so much for talking to me.
Thank you for being here and asking questions, Megan.
So tell me, when someone comes to see you, what would go on in a healing session?
Well, first I would welcome them. It's actually a very important piece of a healing session. Offer tea, and part of that has to do with just letting someone come and be present in the session. And then we would talk about what it is that a client is concerned with or looking for healing on. And then generally I do a divination journey in which I journey to the unseen realm and ask the helping spirits, what is the essence of the healing that is needed in this situation? I bring that information back to the client, and then in that same session we might begin to work on the healing that is going to take place, and that could be hands-on, that could be a guided journey, it could be cutting cords, it could be retrieving power, power that we have lost or given away to others or situations.
How would you define healing from a shamanic point of view?
So from a shamanic perspective, healing involves transformation and change. Generally, there needs to be a change in the situation that a client has brought to me, and it needs to be a change that the client really feels is beneficial to their life. Transformation, their life has changed in some way. There's actually a marker between when they came looking for healing in a situation and when we feel that that healing has taken place.
We live in a modern world and we're all going through really contemporary issues. So how does shamanism work with people for this time?
I think the most important way that shamanism works for contemporary individuals is that it brings the aspect of spirit and emotion to the aspect of intellectual and physical. We're in a society and we're in a culture that really venerates the physical and the intellectual. And we think of healing in those terms, our mind and our bodies. We are more multifaceted than that. And when we include spirit, when we include the unseen, when we include the emotional, then we actually are becoming whole beings, becoming sovereign beings.
Yep.
And that is what we're looking for. I mean, I think it's what we're, so many of us are yearning for.
Sure.
Yeah.
So what would I feel or what would I experience if I was in a shamanic healing session?
You might, well, first of all, you might go into a shamanic journey where you're guided, and so then you'd be in trance, a trance situation, and you would actually be opened up to the unseen aspects of the seen world that we live in. After a session, you might feel many things. You might feel lightness, you might feel even a lightheadedness. I like to make sure my clients are very grounded before they get in their cars and drive away.
Right.
You actually might feel incredibly emotional. You might feel that you want to go home and sleep and sleep and sleep and just let the integration happen. It's really a wide range of feelings both during the session and after, and it could be, uncomfortable feelings and incredibly comfortable feelings. And it's just sort of a wave that you ride.
Sounds lovely. Well, thank you so much for talking to me about shamanic healing.
Sure.
If you are intrigued by shamanic healing, you can visit Sue's website, which is fearlessflamehealing.com. And next time we are going to talk about fear. We all experience it, and we're going to talk about what you might do with it shamanically. Join us then.